Hansal, Raj, firstly, thank you so much for giving me time. Hansal, thank you for arranging a screening where it makes a big difference if I watch the film. So I've watched the film and I've just come out and I'm getting to interview both of them. So my first reaction is that, it's such an important film that you've made. Very few filmmakers will tap a subject like this. It's very brave of you. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Okay. What I want to ask you is, were you scared somewhere in today's times? सबको कुछ ना कुछ बुरा लग जाता है. In today's times, if I make a film like that on a gay professor, a controversial person from the recent past, someone may feel bad.
It's made with a certain level of sensitivity.
Yeah.
We are not trying to sensationalize things.
Right.
We are not trying to, forcibly provoke people to react. We want people to introspect.
Right.
Think about somebody who's close to you who might be facing this level of loneliness.
Yes.
Have you,
Right.
because of your biases, condemned somebody to a life of loneliness?
Correct. You are the young one in the team. What I want to ask you is, you're on the social media and everywhere. Were you also hesitant somewhere that should I be a part of a controversial film because somewhere you guys get badgered badly on?
No, because there's nothing in our film which is controversial.
Right.
It talks about a story which is socially very relevant, which is true,
Yeah.
which something which happened in our society which we're not aware of.
Before coming here last night, I was going through a lot of interviews that you all have done and some trailer launch and all those things, where a journalist asked Manoj, I think, कि ऐसी फिल्म बनाएंगे तो moral policing तो होगी. Is that the fear that, imagine, I felt kind of shocking that a journalist was asking such a question, कि ऐसी फिल्म बनाएंगे तो moral policing तो होगी. What was your reaction to that?
Nothing. I think it's good. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm happy to provoke conversations.
Yeah.
People can be left, right, center, but make your position clear and
Where you stand.
talk about where you stand. The important thing is to know where you stand and to know who stands where.
Right.
And it has to be an open conversation. It cannot be that because the right is dominant,
Right.
you shut down the left. Like what is happening right now
Right.
with JNU, you're trying to shut down those voices. Don't shut them down. Listen to them. You don't agree with them, tell them that you don't agree.
But it's interesting you bring this up. Yeah, but that's exactly the problem. The minute you give people a free hand to talk, sometimes it has crazy effects on the social media. Every topic goes on another level. So what are you scared about that somewhere?
Exactly. We need to. That's what when we ask for a little more tolerance.
Yeah.
When we say our society is becoming intolerant, it is just about that. It's that the conversations should not become one-sided.
Your role is such an important role in the film of a journalist. You don't tell people where does this character come in? This is for people who are still yet to see the film.
But he's somebody in reality also who was one of the few people who broke the story fast and who took the story out in society. So that way he plays a very important part. And also how I see it as that he's Siras's voice and also he listens to Siras. Like nobody, Siras becomes real Siras in front of Deepu and only Deepu.
Your character of a journalist is so important. It's not just another journalist, like the journalists who are doing the damage. You are in fact following a story and saying that other journalists shouldn't have done this. Do you see this in some kind of change that you would like to see in today's media also, the way things are covered on television?
Absolutely. Look at the doctored video. It's such a sad thing. It's very shocking. And then this guy who has written an open letter from Z.
Yes.
So I feel sad about all this, whatever is happening right now in our country.
So where do both of you stand on Section 377?
I think it should go.
Yeah.
And it has no business, first of all, being in our constitution.
Yeah.
It's a British law which found its way into our constitution. Introduced in 1860, it found its way into our independent India's constitution, and it's just continued. So which is shocking that I think the very basis, the very existence of that law is questionable. Until such laws are removed, we should not be calling ourselves a true democracy.
Right. Are we a homophobic society? Do we still fear? Do people don't give flats on rent in a city like Mumbai also? Do you think we still
No,
are?
I'm sure there are a section of society which is homophobic.
Yeah.
But as he rightly said, it's the law has to change first, and then people's mentality can be changed.